guys, welcome to 4 Kids on a Farm. My name is Aaron and today's a pretty cool day because today is the day we get to harvest our sunflower seeds. These seeds are American Giant hybrid sunflower seeds from Haas Tools. It took about 90 days for them to mature. They get about anywhere from 10 to 12 feet tall, and some of these seed heads are over 12 inches. I mean, they're huge. Lots of sunflowers here for us to use for ourselves, and we will brine some of them and roast some of them for eating for ourselves. Otherwise, the ones that are kind of not as good, we will feed to our livestock. Any type of poultry, our sheep and goats love this stuff. Probably our dog Lilo will eat our sunflower seeds. But there's a few ways that you can harvest these. I've heard a lot of people say just leave the seed heads on until they dry out. The problem with that is that you're leaving the seeds for bugs, birds, rats, raccoons, like whatever you have that can climb up these stalks and eat those sunflowers. So I do not have the 4 kids out with me today because I'm going to be wielding a machete. Little safety lesson, should I have to give this? No. But machetes are sharp. If you have fingers and stuffs that you want to keep attached to your body, then you should be safe with a machete. You don't have to harvest these with a machete. I'm going to because I think it's more fun. But you can use pruners, you can use scissors depending on how thick your stem is. And by the way, if you want any of these seeds, there's a link below, click it. Or if you want the cool machete I'm gonna be hacking these down with, and I gotta watch my fingers. On Haas Tools site, link below, you can get one of these. It is already sharp. I've used it for cutting watermelon. This is actually really good. It's really heavy, so flink, it just cuts perfect shapes. It is a really, really nice length, but I'm gonna just start hacking these off. And you know, as you can see, usually I'd have to get up on a ladder, but I don't care about the condition of the plant, so I'm just gonna come over, bend it down, and hack it off. And I'll stack them over here for now. Once we're done with that, I'll bring them in the shade, and the kids and I and Rachel will kind of peel or rub out the seeds, and we'll go from there. So here's probably our biggest one left on there. I've got to measure this one if you can see up close. Sunflowers are not one flower. It's actually hundreds of little flowers here. Each one of these is on top of a seed. And this is where they're pollinated. When we rub these off, it's gonna reveal all these just beautiful seeds right here. I'll pull one out right now and see how beautiful they are. When you're saving seeds, usually the seeds on the outside are gonna be the best ones to save because they're gonna be the largest. The seeds mature from the inside out, and so the further out they are, the more mature they are. These sunflowers are really cool too because we've gotten white sunflower seeds, and this one's like a dark purple. I'm excited to wipe all these little blossoms off and see what we have underneath all of them. So I'm gonna keep hacking. Sunflower seeds really are a phenomenal plant for the homestead. Biomass, soil repair. They put tons of roots in the ground. They make tons of biomass. So if you're healing your soil, pollinators, I have never seen more bees in my life. Sunflowers just attract bees and hummingbirds and wasps. Unfortunately, hopefully I'll miss some of those while I'm harvesting these because I don't want to get stung. Food for humans, animals, and not just the seeds. How about all these leaves? I'll chuck these to my sheep. They'll eat them up. Awesome. I've heard old timers and I've read articles about people using the stem as kindling and wood, and we're definitely going to try that out. As you can see, the stem is really pithy, and so this will light really good, burn hot and quick for kindling when you're trying to start a fire in the winter. So none of this is going to waste, which is so cool. And you know, the only thing we're kind of missing out on this sunflower variety is we're not able to save the seed and have it for our property year in and year out. But sunflowers are awesome, It's sad that I gotta cut them down, but next year we're gonna like have this 2 or 3 times in our crop rotation because it's such a beneficial plant to have on the homestead, in the garden, in a pot, in the ground, anywhere. Sunflowers. A bouquet for you. So as you can see, you know, if we would have pruned these ones off, this main sunflower probably would have got a lot bigger. But it's big enough for our purposes. I'm not sure how much sunflower seeds we eat in a year. So we'll find out this year, and we'll just have to grow a ton more. So these are all of our coals. We can put some effort into removing the seeds from them, but I think we want to be a little bit more efficient and just use the big seed heads that we saved and put over on the side here. Now we just have this barren plot of land that is good. We've got to put something else here for our fall garden. I'm gonna bring these big sunflower seed heads underneath the shade. The kids and I and Rachel will go to town separating the seeds from the head, and we'll go from there. Came over in the shade. When you clean these, you're gonna want to be in a place where you can make a little bit of a mess, because as you kind of rub these little blossoms off the shells, they'll get everywhere. So now we got these little bowls. You can use trays or pans or whatever you want to kind of save all the seeds. But the goal is to save all the good ones. As we go through here, you'll find that some bugs have gotten in, or maybe some worms or something like that. I'll just try to filter out those really bad ones. I'll just throw them on the ground. The chickens will eat them or whatever. And then once we kind of peel all this away and have just the seeds, then we'll bring them inside and we'll put them in the salt brine, and then we can roast them. So I'm gonna actually get the kids to help me to take care of this, and many hands make light work. So once I get all those blossoms off, you're just kind of using your thumb to rub it. They come out pretty easy.
Thumbs are purple.
Yeah, these seeds are really dark. Maybe you're bleeding.
Huh? Looks like a bruise.
This is all like, well, it smells kind of good.
Hmm?
It smells good, huh? Like a zucchini. So this just goes in the compost pile or in the field, and I'll let the chickens kind of get the rest of the seeds out of it. Some of these are fine, but either they weren't pollinated or they're not fully developed, so I'm not going to waste time on those and give those to the chickens. Okay, so I'm going to pick through this. I'm going to get all the extra little pieces and stuff like that out, and we'll bring them aside and brine them. and we'll show you our super secret recipe for making sunflower seeds. Okay, so this is the amount we got. I think we get a little bit more, and after we've gone through and picked everything out of here, the more you can pick out before, the more you could clean the sunflower heads, the better, because it is ridiculously tedious. For the brine, for every 4 cups of water, we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of Himalayan salt, and it's that easy. I'm just gonna microwave it. You can boil it until it's all dissolved, okay? And then we'll pour it in until it goes to the top, and we'll wait till tomorrow, and we'll roast them, and they should be fine. So if you like this saltier, afterwards, if you like other flavors, chili, lime, black pepper, stuff like that, you could put that on it right before you roast it. But this is just the initial brining step. You don't want it too salty, you want it just right, because these taste really, really good as is. You just want a little bit of salt in there, and then the roasting brings out a lot of flavor as well. Okay guys, so roasted them for like 25 minutes at 400 degrees, and this is about as much as we got. It's not a crazy amount. We'll definitely plan better for next year. Our animals are gonna get a lot of those seeds, but the kids sure are enjoying what we have roasted in the oven. If you guys have a favorite variety of sunflower that you like to grow for its seeds, please let us know. We're always interested in the best of the best. Thank you for watching our video, and as always,
like and subscribe. Ring the bell.